All right, so for today, I want to show you how you can actually put an image inside of Illustrator and take some time to trace over it. Some of you could choose a photograph. Some of you can actually do a drawing that you actually have done yourself. But again, I did a simple search. I'm looking for things that are not copyrighted. I don't want to see, copyrighted characters. I don't want to see t-shirt designs of Mickey Mouse and things like that. But I can look, and I just chose something really, really fast. It's the word hello. Of course, yes, you could type it in, and it would be vector-based inside here, but just pretend with me that this is, oh, let's just do a smiley face. How about that? Smiley face. I hope they're all appropriate. All right. So if I grab one, I can just copy it really quick, and I can go over to Illustrator, and I can edit and paste. Once I paste that, you can see that it's obviously way too big. Some of yours will be too large. Some of them might be too small. Some of them might just come in just right. But I'm going to resize that, and I'm going to zoom back in. Once I have that there, I can then start to use that to help me do my tracing. So again, a smiley face you may not need to trace because it's pretty straightforward. But something with a little more complexity might be really important for you to trace. So if I start with my pen tool, I can click on my first point, and again, click on another point, click and hold, and I can go ahead and create that circle. Now realize though, if I want to come in with my ellipse tool, I can go ahead and hold the shift key. Again, shift key will maintain the proportions of anything that you're dragging. Meaning when I hold the shift key and I drag this ellipse tool, I can get a perfect circle. Okay? So I can go ahead and nudge that with my keyboard. I'm going to nudge that right in place. Right now it has a white fill with no outline. For most of you, you may find in tracing, you might find it's actually better to do no fill on your items. Okay, so keep that in mind. So again, let's say I'm going to trace the mouth with my pen tool. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go maybe to about halfway. I'm going to go ahead and get that nice curve in there. And I could technically do this last one the same way, click and hold. And then I see that it's not coming out the way that I want to. I'm going to Control Z, undo. Maybe I'll press V to accept it. And then I'm going to Alt, let me make sure I get the right one. I'm going to Alt click a copy of it. So I've got another copy. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and right click. We're going to go ahead and transform by reflecting it on the vertical. And again, that's going to come in right there. I'm going to go ahead, yep, they join up. I'm going to hold the shift key, right click, and I'm going to join them together. So now those have become one path, all right? So I can actually come in here. I can move that smiley face out of, I moved the wrong thing out of the way. That's the hard part about not putting a stroke in there. So it is really important. You may actually want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do no fill with a black stroke just so that I can see it. Okay? I'm going to move that yellow smiley out of the way. My screen's a little bit too small, but we'll work with it. And then I'm going to grab, where is he at? There he is. I'm going to grab that path. Again, right click. I'm going to join it. And then I'm going to put a black outer stroke on that guy as well. Now realize I just did the fill on accident. I want to flip those so I get the black outer stroke on there. Okay? I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I can go to here. Again, put something behind it. Do all of your tracing. Use whatever tools that you find are most advantageous. Here, I'm not going to hold the shift key. And I'm going to fill that with black. I'm going to go ahead and click the V key. I'm going to Alt, and I'm going to duplicate it right over here. And then I can come in, and I can even add a pen path right here. And then I can add and join these together. I'll go back here. I'm going to grab that with the shift key, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to join them. Again, if they're not on the same path, sorry, that's right, I need two endpoints to be the same. They'll just be separate. So I'll just go ahead and Alt and duplicate that guy and move him over. Oh, sorry, I'm having some troubles here. And then I would probably just rotate it so it would go ahead and fit in appropriately. I duplicated a second one in here on accident. And there's our smiley face. Again, I can come in here now and I can actually fill that. I'm going to go ahead and grab a nice sunny yellow. I could also click on that and I can kind of tweak those colors a little bit if I wanted to make it a little bit more of a pale yellow or a really vibrant deep yellow, etc. So again, use these pictures. Now these pictures are not vector, so it is important that you understand these are not vectored. You are making the vector version of it. And then you can also utilize some of your other, like here you've got uniform, but there are other things that you can utilize in here that would give you, see you get that rounded edge on there. If I click off of it, you get that rounded edge on there now by changing it to that rounded brush. Okay, so again, those are the things you want to use in order to make this piece as stand out as possible. Using images for reference are really, really important because they can help you really kind of keep yourself in track with it. Again, once these are done, you're going to want to get rid of those. You can toss them off to the side. You can delete them, but you just don't want to have them in your way. Okay, so that's it. Those are some things that you can do to use a little sort of source image, I guess, if you call a source image to help trace.